Thank you for that introduction. And let's get started right away with the franchise model secret, the system used by the wealthy 1% of marketers that you can learn and use today. We're going to talk about why 95% of all internet marketers are failing, and why businesses that use the franchise model are 14 times more likely to succeed than entrepreneurs like you that start their own small business. And I think the graphic underneath this slide really tells the story. Why is it that the delicatessen in the shopping center has gone out of business 3 times in the last 10 years, yet franchises like Subway and McDonald's are growing in more locations all over the United States and all over the world? Everywhere you look is another successful McDonald's and another successful Subway, and they keep on opening stores and being more and more successful. And we're going to explore what it is that the franchise has that the regular entrepreneur doesn't. What is it that the franchise is doing that makes it so successful and is nearly guaranteeing the success of the entrepreneur, as opposed to the very risky business that a normal entrepreneur takes when starting on their own and is almost certain to fail? So let's move on. Let's talk about you for a second and your relationship with internet marketing. Do any of these relate to you? You're sick and tired of being pitched the next surefire secret only to find out that you've been lied to by very greedy marketers with very good copywriters. You've seen people making money online and they're not that much smarter than you, if even smarter than you, and it's starting to get a little bit frustrating. You see 29 different ways to make money online, from eBay to AdSense to pay-per-click to affiliate marketing, and you're really not sure which is the right direction for you. You're ready to have a real business that can work for you if you supply the CEO role. Well, if you can relate to any of those, then this webinar is for you. And if that's the case, here is my official promise to you. I, Mike Vilsain, promise to share with you the exact business model that allows me to earn over $1 million per year online. And you're not going to have to pay anything for that. And I promise you by the end of this webinar to allow you to be able to run the same exact business model yourself within 24 hours of this webinar. I promise to show you how this business model will allow you to generate over $2,000 per month each and every month and grow more each month. And I promise to you the same chance of success as if you were to have your own successful franchise like McDonald's or Subway. And finally, I promise you more fun out of life and the ability to provide your family and yourself with everything you want out of life for you and them, and the peace of mind that comes with it. Is that a bold promise? Yes, it absolutely is, and I intend to keep it, and I will keep it. Now, remember, I have a free gift for you. This is a real $197 value. It is complete access to Module 1 of my $2,000 home study course on affiliate marketing called Affiliate.com. This module has 14 videos and has over 2 hours of packed content to get you started on affiliate marketing. Now, this is not available anywhere else unless you paid $2,000, and we're giving you access to this entire module of our home study course for free. All you have to do is be our guest to the end of this training session here today, and we will give you a special link at the end of this webinar. Now, there's no strings attached or anything like that. It's nothing like only one person's going to get it or a lottery. Just simply stay on to the end of this webinar and you'll get free access. Let's get back to the training. I've done some pretty incredible things online, but I don't want to assume that you know who I am. Most likely you were invited here by either me or one of my close friends, and maybe you just got online 6 months ago or 3 months ago or even just a few days ago, and you might not know who I am. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. Number one, I've been featured in media like Fox News, NBC, Fox Business News, the New York Post, and countless other media. I've done consulting for many different people. One of them you're seeing right here is Tony Robbins. I had the opportunity to go to San Diego a little while back and talk with Tony Robbins and help him on his business. Here's the thank you that he gave me after I flew out to his office in San Diego and gave him consulting. Okay, just a second, and let me press play here.
Hey, Mike, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, I just wanted to send you a thank you note. Just wanted you to know that I deeply, deeply appreciate the fact that you took the time both in person there in San Diego and all that time on the phone that day to give me your marketing insights. And I don't take that lightly. I don't take anybody's time lightly, least of all somebody with your kind of caring and insight and marketing genius. So I hope that we'll be able to do some things in the future together and find some ways to partner so that I can give some benefit back to you as well. Just wanted you to know that I really appreciate things, and I look forward to our paths crossing again sometime soon. And again, I apologize for the delay and this thank you note, but there's no delay in the depth of my appreciation. Thanks, buddy. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
There you have it. Also, I've been featured in the news. Here's me at the NBC studios at Rockefeller Center in New York at the New York Nightly News with anchorman Chuck Scarborough. And they asked me to speak on Twitter. I'm known as a social media expert in the United States and around the world, and they sought me out, and they invited me out to the studio to talk about Twitter and what the big fascination was. I thought it was kind of funny when I got the phone call that they needed an expert to get on the news to talk about Twitter, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I've been featured in many books that you can find at Amazon. I've been on the radio. I even have my own radio show. And I've been in countless newspaper articles that have been written about me or whether I'm giving advice. I've consulted people like the Donald Trump Organization, and I've consulted the leading internet marketing gurus on their internet businesses. Let me show you some of them. Here's me. That's a picture of me on the left. And here's what Brad Fallon from StomperNet had to say. I always take the time to talk to Mike Filsaime when I'm looking to get on the move with my business. And you can see a little bit more information there. I'm not going to bore you and read all those things, but Brad Fallon and StomperNet have gone on to build a very, very incredible business. Marlon Sanders, one of the internet marketers that's been around for a long time, very successful marketer, he says, he's the real deal. Mike Filsaime delivers. That's what I can say. I know firsthand that Mike commands a ton of traffic, and his list size and responsiveness is a force to be reckoned with. Here's one of the smartest and most popular marketers out there on the net today, Richard Sheffrin. He considers me one of his go-to guys. Rich goes on to say, nobody, and I mean nobody, knows how to take a raw rookie online and show them the specific steps to make money fast better than Mike Filsaime. If I had a younger brother who wanted to start making money online quickly, I'd send him to Mike. If you're trying to make sense of the incredible complexity of internet marketing, listen to Mike. He'll not only make it simple, he'll make it very profitable. Now let me tell you about why I'm considered an expert, or one of the leading experts, if not the leading expert in internet marketing. And let me share some of my stats with you and why some people have even, referred to me as a guru. I have sales generated in excess of $30 million in the last 5 years. And here's some more points. I've had $8 million launches. Now that's a record in internet marketing. There's no other internet marketer that has launched as many product launches as I have that have each done over $1 million. I have over 2 million opt-ins. That means that 2 million people have entered their name and email address and hit submit on my websites and opt-in forums all over the internet. And over 800,000 of those people are still active subscribers. So when I send out an email and say, check out this new blog post, or here's a product review that you should buy, and it has my affiliate link, that goes out to 800,000 of my subscribers that I have a relationship with that know, like, and trust me. In fact, I was able to generate over $350,000 in sales for just one affiliate product I promoted using just email earlier this year. And I've developed leading sites in our industry like Pay.com, Pay People Online, the Upsell Network, PayGlide, my Twitter product called TweetGlide. I have very, very successful products such as Butterfly Marketing and the 7-Figure Code over the years, and that's what's made me, those are some of the things that have made me such a successful marketer. So I don't want to go over my full resume. So let's continue now. I want to talk about you, but before we do that, we need to have a dual commitment. You see, this may be the most important 90 minutes of your life. Call it luck, call it fate, call it destiny, or call it whatever you want. But today, right now, is a defining moment in your life. I think you will forever look back at the information I'm about to share with you today as a breakthrough and realize you have found the process that you can step into right away in just the next 24 hours and start seeing income that really makes a difference. So I need your full attention and commitment that you will stay engaged. And I will make sure to move fast and only show you what is important and what you can use right away to start making money in your business. So make sure to tell everyone in your house or your office that you cannot be disturbed. Please, shut down all other programs on your PC. Shut down email, Skype, Messenger, even put your cell phone on silent, like mine is. And let's both agree not to text while we're here. I certainly won't. If this webinar is truly a turning point in your life, think about that. If this webinar is truly a breakthrough, and it's really that important, isn't it even more important to make sure that nothing can distract you and take away the chance of you having a breakthrough tonight? Great. So let's move on. Let me tell you about my beginnings. I didn't know what tactics to use or what technology to use. I did some pretty embarrassing things when I first got started. I didn't know how to create a product, and I was wasting money on every product course out there. I didn't know what direction to go in, and I felt like I was falling behind on the treadmill. Not just walking on the treadmill, but actually falling behind. So if you can imagine somebody on a treadmill starting to fall behind, you can imagine how dangerous that is. Talk about information overload. I was just getting more and more frustrated. And I was even making mistakes that had me getting my website shut down and losing my internet access at my house, just following directions that I was getting from other ebooks. And I was losing money with advertising, and I just couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure how things worked. And the worst part was my family was starting to get very upset with me. I was spending money I didn't have, and I was falling behind on my bills for the second time in my life. I had gone bankrupt in 1995, and here I am in 2000, and things are really, really bad for me. And then I start internet marketing in 2002, and I start spending money that I didn't have, and looked like the cycle was about to start all over again. And self-doubt really started to creep into my brain. I started thinking, was it me? I mean, I see so many people having success, sales letter after sales letter after sales letter. And I was even thinking, I'm smarter than some of these people, or at least as smart as some of them. Now, does this sound familiar to you? If so, don't worry, and I'll explain why very soon. You see, if my story sounds like your story, or your story sounds like my old story, this is good news. You see, your confusion and frustration means you're experiencing something only a person seeking to improve themselves would feel. Let's face it, this is not for the couch potatoes watching reality TV. They're not even feeling this pain. They've already given up on life, or worse, they've never even tried. I think you know what I'm saying. So let's talk about what all this stuff really means and why you should be excited today. Okay, so here's your pain point. You're confused about what direction to go in. There's actually a positive trait to that. We just have to change our thinking and our framing. If you're confused about what direction to go in, the positive trait means that you are simply trying to find out what is the best business that you can identify with. If you have a pain point that says you're wasting time with no results, well, what that really means, your positive trait is that you're willing to sacrifice for your family and for your future. If your pain point is experiencing information overload, the positive trait that you should celebrate means that you're a sponge that wants to learn and will have the knowledge to use when the right opportunity comes along. If your pain point is that you started questioning if you have what it takes to be a success, well, the positive trait means you take personal accountability and responsibility. You don't blame others for your struggles. If your pain point is that you're embarrassed about what your family is thinking of you, the positive trait is you want to be the best for your family and you'll take the risk to provide for them what you know is best when they may not. So it's okay to have these feelings. I felt them too. And really, those are the same exact feelings that every successful person has felt right before they had a breakthrough. So celebrate it. Okay, great. So let's jump right in, right? Let's get started. Why is it that businesses who use the franchise model have success nearly 100% of the time? Well, here it is. They have a quality product the market wants with a proven, tested track record. They have proper tools and equipment so they can be effective. They have technology made easy and customized for their exact business model. And they have a proven no-fail marketing strategy. But here's the most important thing. They have a proven and easy to duplicate system. Now, you see the way I wrote system there. I wrote it as an acronym. And why should you use a system? Well, a system as an acronym means save yourself time, energy, and money. So why do most marketers fail even though there is so much information out there? Well, here's why. They lack a quality product that the market wants. Now, maybe they'll develop one that's not going to give them everything, but most marketers fail at least because they don't have a quality product. They fail because they don't have the proper tools. Let's face it, technology is very complicated. You have to know your way around websites and all that FTP and Amazon servers and stuff like that. You've got to be able to get proper graphics, work your way around hosting, video, shopping carts, learning how to run and manage affiliate programs and email and autoresponders and all those different things. They have no marketing strategy at all. They just, maybe sometimes just put up a WordPress blog and don't know where to go from there. They have little or no systems at all in place. And unfortunately, though with marketers going into the business this way, there's really no opportunity for success. So let's look at this franchise. We're going to look at McDonald's right here. And so let's see. Things are easy to implement. The process is so easy that a 14-year-old can understand and follow through to perfect success every time at every location around the world. They have consistency, a good product with a focus on a quality standard. I've been to Paris, I've been to Romania, I've been to Amsterdam, and I've been to New Zealand, and I've been to Australia, and I've been to a McDonald's there, and their burgers taste the same way they taste there as they do whether I'm in New York or New Jersey or California, Florida, or Texas. Consistency is key for the success of a business. Of course, McDonald's has a very good monetization strategy, as do all good franchises. They have a tested and proven front-end products with additional products to upsell and cross-sell to allow maximum profit, but understanding core metrics. They have integrated suppliers. Now, this is very important. This is going to come back a little bit later in the presentation. They work with quality partners and distribution outlets to synchronize the end product for the consumer. McDonald's is the largest buyer of Coca-Cola anywhere in the world. They're also the largest buyer of potatoes. And you might be surprised to know that McDonald's is also the largest buyer of apples in the entire world, and certainly the largest buyers of beef and the second largest buyer of chicken. But they don't actually grow the apples, they don't own Coca-Cola, and they don't own the potato farms. But they work with the distribution outlets to synchronize all this and get the product to the end consumer. And this is very important. We'll get to that later. And finally, branding. Franchises use branding to gain trust and loyalty, which allows customers to buy with confidence at all of the independent locations and become repeat raving fans. McDonald's does a great job doing the branding so that their independent franchises can have the success when somebody's driving down the interstate or the road on a trip or going to work or whatever it is, and there's Joe's Donut Shop and there's McDonald's. The branding is going to win 9 times out of 10. So let's look at this company. So slightly different M. But let's look at some of the systems that I use. Okay, I have here, starting from the left, a quality product. I have a high converting website with video. I have a high quality monthly newsletter that delivers great content and great value. And I have a very high converting upsell. Remember in the previous model, same thing. And my monetization strategy also includes a call center for maximum back-end product. Now this is one of my systems, but it's the direction that I'm moving my entire company, and if you've been following what I'm doing online, you've seen that. But let me break this down a little bit more because I want to make something very, very clear. It took me 5 years to figure out what I'm about to share with you right now. And for you, it is not about the journey. It is about the destination. See, a business is a lot like what you do to stay healthy. Take a treadmill, for example. It's not the assembling of a treadmill machine that you need to be proud of. It's getting on the treadmill machine and getting the results of a healthy and fit body. So with your business, it's not about the building of the business that's important. It's the systems and the processes that make you money. So to be clear, I don't think you want to know how to build a treadmill. You want the results, like they say. Don't tell me about the labor pains, just show me the baby. So what I want to do from here is show you how you can shortcut your way into a business. Don't worry about building a business. I want to show you how you can shortcut your way into a business that is profitable in your first week, rather than telling you about staffing and hiring and all that jazz. Fair enough? Okay, so here's the secret formula to succeeding with an online business. Now, you're going to need to make sure you got your pen and your legal pad ready, because here's where it gets complicated. Ready? Something called the quadratic formula. Now, believe it or not, I'm just teasing you. That is a quadratic formula that you might have learned in high school. All right? What I'm talking about is a little bit easier. What I'm going to go over with you, this quadratic formula, is as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And the fourth is a very, very key component that's very, very difficult for a lot of marketers, and that's why I drew it out like that. Now, this is the quadratic formula. Okay, there's 4 parts to it. Number 1 is you need a free offer, a quality product, a free offer with shipping and handling. Number 2, continuity for recurring income. Now, if these things seem like things that you're not going to be able to get started with in 24 hours or 48 hours, don't worry, okay? Bear with me because this model is so incredible. I don't want you to feel like, well, this doesn't include me, because as I said, you're going to be up and running in 24 hours with what I'm going to be showing you today, okay? So remember, 1, having a free offer with shipping and handling. Number 2, continuity for recurring income. 3, a high converting upsell path. And number 4, a high ticket, high quality back end. That is the quadratic formula. Now let me show you my use of the quadratic formula, okay? Okay, remember in the previous example, I showed you some different things. So let's see how it breaks down. Number 1, free offer with shipping and handling. I give away the 7-Figure Secrets report, which is a report based on my 7-figure code product, which was a $5,000 seminar that people paid. And we summarized all the DVDs into a report, and I give that away for free. It's a $297 value that I give away for free. All they do is pay shipping and handling. Number 2, I have a newsletter called MDC Monthly. It's a 34-page newsletter, full color, written by me and leading marketers in the industry. And people pay me $29.95 a month. I have thousands of people paying. You do the math. That gives me very easy recurring income. Number 3, the blue number 3 there that you see, is a high converting upsell path. And number 4, a high ticket quality back end. I have a call center that I work with, that I'm partnered with, and we have prices ranging anywhere from $1,500 up to $8,000, and it's some of the best high ticket quality mentoring that money can buy. So let me break down this quadratic formula for you just a little bit more. Okay, number 1, a free offer with shipping and handling. This must be a high quality product at approximately a $50 value. In other words, this must be something someone would pay $47 for. Something your competitors would go crazy and freak out trying to compete with you because not only is your product better, but you're also giving it away for free and they're trying to sell it. So that's going to give you an advantage, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. Number 2, continuity for recurring income. This is where you add a pre-checked optional value-added item that is of high quality to your customer that you deliver to them once per month. Now this creates residual income. Okay? Why do something once and have to do it over and over and over again? Why not do something one time and get paid over and over and over again? Now these charges are recurring monthly into your merchant account or your PayPal account, and the ideal price that I found is $29.95. Now with just 100 members paying you $29.95 a month, that's going to give you $3,000 per month in income. It's that simple. You simply get 100 people to take you up on your free offer that take your continuity item, and you're making $3,000 a month. It's pretty easy to get 100 customers, and I'm going to show you how you get thousands in just a minute. And right there, $36,000 per year with just 100 customers. And all you got to do is give something away for free. Let's move on to number 3, the high converting upsell path. This is where you make the customer additional offers after you get their credit card, but before you complete the order. You should offer multiple upsells and downsells, in fact. Now, these offers complement the first product and can be anywhere from $50 to $500. Now, this is where your immediate cash flow comes in. Now, that's why this part, number 3, is so important in the quadratic formula. Number 2 is your recurring and residual income, but that takes 30 days to come, and then that money comes in the future, and it's great money. But this part, number 3, is where the cash flow comes in, and that's important because that's how you pay your affiliates, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Now finally, there's number 4, the high ticket, high quality back end. Now this is one of the hardest things to do because you need to get a quality back end product that your best customers want. And this needs to be a high ticket and high converting product, normally between $3,000 to $8,000. Now the problem most marketers face is they cannot create that kind of value, so they cannot offer it to their clients. That also means they cannot get the metrics needed for success. The alternative is to use a quality professional call center. But you need to be able to provide call centers with a minimum of 500 to 1,000 leads per month. You see, call centers usually only work with the top lead generating marketers. So if you're doing 100 sales or 150 sales a month, you have a great need for a quality call center, but unfortunately they're not going to work with you. That's just the way it is, but there are some ways around it, and I'll show you that a little bit later in the presentation. But let's move on for now. Now here's the sad truth. The reality is you've been lied to by marketers, and no one wants to tell marketers the truth, especially the newbies. Nobody is talking about this. Okay? And here it is. I'm going to share the truth with you. You cannot make real money with a $47 product other than the money you make with your own sales from accidental search engine traffic and emails to your own list. Let me explain that for you. Okay? A $47 product does not have the metrics needed to get super affiliates unless you give away all the profits at 75%. So what's left for you? Now take a look at the screenshot on the left. Here are some of the top converting products over at ClickBank. Okay, and I highlighted here, and I'm pointing to what they're paying out. 75% commission just to get affiliates to promote the product. Now if you're paying your affiliates 75% and ClickBank's fee is 7%, that leaves you with about 18%. That's your profit, 18%. Now you still have overhead and costs like your hosting and maybe a support staff, and of course there's going to be refunds. So you're lucky to keep between 5% and 10%, but no one's telling you this. After all, it's not sexy. People want to tell you how to have that information product that sells for $47, but if you're giving away this money to your affiliates and the merchant account at ClickBank, getting 5 to 10% it's not sexy, and it's very, very difficult to make money with that. Let's take a look at here. All right, advertising will never work with a $47 product, and I've never found anyone able to make it work in the current Google AdWords fashion and make it scale. Thus, your affiliates can't make money for you unless you pay out huge money. Think about it. it's going to be tough for you to make money with AdWords. So you turn it over to your affiliates, but you've got to give them the lion's share of the profit. You're giving them 75% just so they can make it work. And that leaves you at this point, as I said, with 5 to 10%. All right. Now note, you can make money. It's possible. Again, you can make money, but you need a very good front-end product. So that's going to drive the sales with a very strong back-end funnel, because if you're only making 5% selling your product, you're going to sell thousands of products and really not make any money. So you need the front-end product to drive the sales, but you need a back-end marketing funnel. And this funnel needs to pay out quickly and not over a long period of time so that you could get your money in place. Now, here's why the front-end product model works better when the front-end product is free. All right, let's compare the old model and the new model. In the old model, you sell something for $47. $47 revenue in, and as I showed you before, $5 profit out. That's about 10%. That's what's left for you. You sell for $47, and after you pay your affiliates and you pay your merchant account fees and your overhead, $5 profit out, and your only option now is to find a new lead. Okay? Now, the new model, you start with free, all right? With the power of free as your front-end product, you increase your conversions, sometimes by a factor of 10, even though they're still paying for the shipping and handling. All right, let's compare the old model versus new model. In the old, you sell something for $47, and on average, it's going to have a 1% conversion. In the new model, you offer the same exact product for free, but now you'll have a 10% conversion. So for every 100 visitors, you make 10 new customers instead of 1 new customer. And now, with the psychological laws of commitment and consistency, you can now get 10 customers to make a small action with their credit card. But now, they're more likely to flip into a buyer's trance and buy products as they go through your cart. Now, I can explain why this works, but if you ever went into a store to buy a pair of shoes and walked out with a whole new wardrobe, I think you know what I mean by the buyer's trance. The fact is, people love to buy, but they hate to be sold. So when you're making a $47 sale, you have to do a lot of selling, and it turns people off. You need a lot of sales copy. But let them make a decision for a free product, and all they do is pay the shipping and handling, and all of a sudden, they go into buy mode. And they feel like they're in control, and they keep clicking add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. All right, in the old model versus new model, you now get more customers by a factor of 10, which means a larger email list and a larger offline database. And the good thing is, you break even on the front end. Example, you put a product on a CD-ROM, and instead of offering a digital download, this allows you to collect the shipping and handling when you ship it to them, which is your hook to getting their credit card and full postal information, like their name and address and telephone number and all that good stuff, okay? Now, they pay about $7.99 for shipping and handling, which covers your entire production cost and shipping. So by giving away this CD-ROM with the product, you break even on the front end, but you get a lead and it costs you nothing. You've got their name, their email address, and there's so much more you can do with that. But it doesn't stop there. Okay? Let me break down the math. This is called finding your DPL or your VV. Now, DPL stands for dollar per lead, and VV stands for visitor value. Now, once you know your dollar per lead and your visitor value, you can take over a market. I mean, take over a market completely, put your competitors out of business, and become insanely rich. Now, I've done it over and over. And the reason why this is you can pay your affiliates top dollar. Who are they going to promote for? The guy that's paying $5 a sale or $10 a sale, or the guy that's paying $50 a sale? Okay? Now, you can also pay for advertising where you spend $1 to make $2. You see, if you have a higher visitor value or a higher dollar per lead, you can actually lose money on your front end product and make a fortune on the back end. Guys that don't have this model can't make advertising work for them. It just won't work. Now, I was able to calculate my DPL for one of my campaigns that I'm going to show you in a minute, and I was able to make about $150 per lead for every free product I gave away. So when I gave away a free product, I made $150. So I paid my JV partners, or my joint venture partners, my affiliates, $50 for every free report buyer that they sent me that simply paid the shipping and handling. So they sent me a customer that spent $7.99 on shipping and handling, and I paid them $50. And they asked me, Mike, are you sure you're going to lose money? You're going to lose a fortune. But what they didn't know is what I'm sharing with you, the quadratic formula. Okay, now first, before we go forward, I want to let you know that this may be a bit advanced. If you read the free report when you registered for this webinar called The Franchise Model Secret, the preamble to the quadratic formula, I went into detail about this next section. Now, if you did not read it, that's okay too, but basically I'm going to cover some stats types of numbers. Now, if you don't understand all that, that's okay. You don't have to understand gravity to know that it works. And with the profit platform that I'm going to show you, it's the same way. You don't have to know how it works, it just does. But with that said, I'm going to go over some numbers and explain why it works and how it makes you so much money. And if you follow along, cool. If it's a bit over your head, don't worry. And if you have no clue about what I'm about to explain, again, don't worry. These next 8 slides are maybe the ones that have you scratch your head just a little bit. Most of you will understand, but again, it's not a big deal if you don't. So I put this little yellow confused looking M&M guy to let you know that when you see it on the slides that it's okay not to understand 100%, but still try, okay? Now you'll see this little yellow friend for the next 8 slides, and then I promise it gets back to the real easy stuff that makes you money, okay? Ready? Let's continue. See, what my affiliates didn't know is that I calculated by metrics, and that's what allowed me to pay them so much money, and we all profited. See, I calculated my DPL, my dollar per lead. For every free CD I gave away, that was a lead. For every free CD I gave away, I made $150. I paid my JV partners $50, and I profited $100 per lead. And in a very short period of time, I generated 15,000 leads from these affiliates, and I grossed $1.5 million. And after paying my affiliates, I netted $1 million in profit. Okay, now this is the math with the quadratic formula. Number 1, 10 times conversion on customer acquisition at 0 cost. Now, this is with no affiliate and no advertising, but we'll get to the affiliates and the traffic later. Okay. Number 2, I offer a pre-checked recurring newsletter. That's the content. Now, 50% of the people that take the free CD take the newsletter at $29.95 a month. And there's an average 4-month stick rate. Now, I'll explain what that means, but it basically means that everybody that comes on my newsletter, on average, stays 4 months. Now, some stay on for 8 months, 12 months, or 2 years, and some get out before the billing starts on the free trial, but the average is 4 months. Number 3 in the quadratic formula is I offer a $97 upsell and a downsell that gets me immediate cash flow, and that pays me today. Now, these upsells convert at 7% for every free CD offer. And number 4, my leads automatically on the back end, automatically without me doing anything, go to my call center, and I get checks up to $1,600 in my mailbox simply for giving away a free CD. I open up my mailbox, and sometimes I see checks up to $1,600. Now, I want to compare the profits from a $47 sale compared to giving away the product for free on a CD with 200 web visitors to get my dollar per lead. The old way, with a 1% conversion rate on a $47 product, I would have 200 visitors times a 1% conversion rate meant I made 2 sales. So my profit was 2 sales times $47 left me with $94. So my DPL, or my dollar per sale, of course, is $47. Now let me show you how you calculate the visitor value. Calculate the visitor value by taking that $94 profit and dividing it by the 200 visitors. And that means that my visitor value was 47 cents per visitor. So in a nutshell, for every visitor that comes to my website, when I'm selling a $47 profit, the visitor is worth 47 cents to me. Okay, now let's look at it with the new way. Remember, now I go from a 1% conversion rate to a 10% conversion rate, obviously, because we're not selling, we're giving it away for free. So with the free offer, 200 visitors times 10% take rate for the CD means I'm going to get 20 customers. Now remember, I break even. Now I get a paid customer in my database and I can email them different offers, but that's for another story. At this point, basically, I break even because what they pay me for the shipping and handling covers the cost of the shipping and the CD. But now, let's look at the continuity. 50% of the people that requested the CD, so that's 10 people, are going to take the newsletter option that's pre-checked in the shopping cart. Now they can check it off and that's where the other 50% go out. But the 10 people that stay on, I make $23 profit for each newsletter. And the average time they're going to stay on is 4 months, so that means 10 new subscribers at $23 profit times 4 months stay means I'm going to make $920. Now the upsell, remember, 7%, top right corner there, the blue 3, 7% will take the $97 upsell. And with 20 customers seeing this upsell at a 7% conversion rate, that means approximately 1.4 buyers at $97 means my upsell for every 200 visitors is going to net me $135. And now, finally, the green, number 4, the call center. Generally, a call center lead is worth between $25 and $75, depending on what they pay. Now, they could pay for a $47 product or a $100 product or a $500 product. But since these are low price point, risk-free trial, shipping and handling leads, it's best to figure and assume the lowest possible lead value of a call center of $25. So I now have 20 leads I can give to the call center, and an average lead is $25. I'm going to average from those 200 visitors $500. So let's put it all together. I break even on the risk-free trials, but I've acquired 20 new customers. My continuity income is going to be worth $920. My immediate income from my cash flow from the upsell is worth $135, and the call center income that comes in very quick is going to be worth $500. Now, if we add all that up, the total profit is $1,555. So my DPL, my dollar per lead, is $1,555 divided by 20 leads means I'm getting $77 per lead. But here's where it's really important. My visitor value, I take the $1,555 profit and I divide it by those 200 visitors, and that means I'm getting $7.75 for every visitor to my website. Now, let's compare that. The old way, I was profiting $94. The new way, with the same 200 visitors, I'm profiting $1,555. The old way, my dollar per lead was $47. The new way, my dollar per lead is $77.75. The most important thing here is the visitor value to my website. The old way was 47 cents. The new way, each visitor to my website is worth $7.75. Now, I know this sounds hard to believe, but it just works. And trust me, when I saw the results, I did not argue with the math when I saw this happen. I went out and I created more and more front ends and kept having the same results. It was like Christmas every day here in my office. Every day we would come in and we'd see 30 to 50 people joining our sites that are over 1 year old or 2 years old, and we'd have $100 to $150 per lead, and we make $3,000 to $5,000 per day with these 5 different websites that we have out there. So if you want to know why I started to give away my software at getmysoftwarefree.com, and why I gave away Butterfly Marketing 2.0, and why I gave away the 7-figure code, which these are $1,000 products, and why I gave away the 7-figure secrets, well, now you know. Sure, I took the goodwill reputation that came along with, hey Mike, thanks for giving away your $2,000 product away for free, but as you can see, I was laughing all the way to the bank. We never made so much money in our office ever. Okay, so what we have here is $7.75 compared to 50 cents per lead. Okay, now we put a lot of people through this process. We put literally tens of thousands of people through this process. We have an offline database to do direct mail to over 50,000 people. We have an email list of over 50,000 buyers. And we have a huge customer base of people that absolutely love us. So when I saw this working, I started giving away all my stuff for free. So I first tried it with the 7-Figure Secrets, and we acquired 11,000 new customers. And then we did it with Get My Software Free, and we acquired 5,000 new customers. Did it with Instant Affiliate Website, brought in 6,000 new customers, and then I gave away my $2,000 product, Butterfly Marketing 2.0, and we acquired 15,000 new customers. And then I did it with the 7-Figure Code, my $1,297 product, gave it away for free, and we acquired 9,000 new customers. All right, so that's 46,000 customers just from these sites. Now, yes, if you do the math with my DPL at $125 per lead, that is over $5.75 million in cash, $5.75 million. Now, I don't think you need to think about giving away 46,000 free items, but I did it in 2 years. But what if it took you 10 years? Still not too bad, right? Or what if it was just 4,000 people in 2 years? That's over $200,000 per year. And trust me, I know a lot of people that came from nothing and had thousands of new customers in just months using this model. And I'm going to share it with you very soon. All right, but let's look at some simple math in case you did not see this. Basically, this breaks down to, for every 10 people that are active on my newsletter, I make $230 a month. And for every 100 people I have on my newsletter, I make $2,300 per month. And for every 1,000 people active on my newsletter, I make $23,000 per month. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I have thousands of people on my newsletter, not just 1,000. So you can imagine how much money is being made by this model for me. Now remember, that doesn't even include all the money I made from the upsells and all the money I made from the call center and the near fortune I make from clicking send a few days a week, sending email. Remember, as I told you earlier, I make over $100,000 a month just from sending emails to my buyer list, these hotline leads. Okay guys, I'm not telling you this to brag. I'm giving you the hidden secret to the only way you'll ever have everything you want out of life with an easy business model. Now, would you like to have hundreds of people in the same model, or even 1,000 people in this model, so you'd make $23,000 a month? This is a reality, folks. This is the system. I found the simple secret. Now, if you're wondering how this all applies to you and how you can fast track, you need to stay with me here, because I promise the most exciting news is coming in just a few minutes. And I have an incredible demo to show you. And well, just wait, okay? I promise it's going to blow you away. Before we go on, I just want to let you know about the miscellaneous income, okay? Don't forget about these other free money streams. Remember, this builds a list of people I email other products and make thousands of dollars as an affiliate selling other people's products at the click of a button, just sending email. I do cross-sells for other people's products in my members area, and I have a list that I can mail or do postcards for special offers, and I can launch new products and future products to these customers. Okay, this is what is referred to as echo money. It comes in after the sale of the products, and it comes in over time for months or even years. So it is not to be counted as part of your DPL, but it is a lot of money, so I call it gravy. This is the stuff that pays for the cars and the vacation and other cool toys. All right, so you see the little confused little M&M guy in the bottom right corner. Well, he's gone. All right, and back is our little friend, and we're back to the easy stuff and the fun stuff. So that was some of the confusion stuff, guys, but that is the quadratic formula. And I'm pretty sure it made sense to you, so don't worry about all the math, but just trust me, giving away free stuff makes you a lot of money. Now, I want you to know, okay, that took me 5 years to put into place, okay? Now, that was 5 long years. I had to do live events just to create the product, and I had to amass a lot of knowledge to be able to share the information people wanted. And I had to make a monthly newsletter, and that newsletter cost me $20,000 a month just to go to print. I had to get all the technology built, and I had to get the sites designed and up and running, and of course I had to get enough volume to get my newsletter rates down. I had to have enough leads go to the call center for them to take me serious. The truth is, getting here was not easy. In fact, I give a lot of credit to anyone that can get this far. But once you do, the world is your oyster, and you literally have the keys to the castle. Once you create a front end, you go out and you do it again and again and again and again with the same recurring model and back end model behind every new front end. Remember, I said the glory is not in the building of the company in the 5 years that it took me. The glory comes from the profit when it all comes together. So stick with me. If you're excited about the potential, yet worried about the time it takes to build an empire like this, remember, I made you a bold promise at the beginning of this webinar, and I promised to blow you away with an opportunity to fast track you into this business model and be up and running in just 24 hours. So stick with me, okay? This demo is coming, and it is mind-blowing. All right? But the question was, with this system that I had, that I've done with 6 different websites, could others duplicate this system? That was the real question. Did I strike gold? And does it only work for me, or could others do the same thing? Well, here's a little case study for a website called Internet Selling for Newbies. My friend Omar Martin and I met for the very first time at an event in Orlando, Florida. And he told me about his new site, Internet Selling for Newbies, and he wanted to sell it as a digital product for download at, you guessed it, $47. Now, I pulled Omar aside and I told him about this quadratic formula that I stumbled upon, and I told him, dude, you'd be better off giving this product away for free than actually selling it. And I told him about the technology I had to get a site up and running in just 24 hours and not a year or even 90 days if he was lucky. And he was skeptical at first, like anyone would be when you tell them to take the product that they just worked so hard on and give it away for free. But he saw the math when I showed it to him on a piece of paper, and he took the leap of faith. Okay, and here are his results. Omar gave away 1,000 CDs in his first month with just his own JV partners, and that was before I ever even mailed to my list. And his dollar per lead was over $75 per lead. Now, the site made gross sales of over $75,000 in his first month, and it put Omar Martin on the map as an internet guru, literally, overnight. And the recurring income became Omar Martin's best friend. The guy was absolutely blown away. Now, what did it mean for me, though, right? What did this mean for me? Why would I, get excited to work with Omar? Well, check this out. At one time, we had over 1,000 people on the recurring newsletter from this site. You see, Omar didn't have the newsletter. He didn't have the infrastructure. So I told him, I'll build it for you, Omar, and you could use my newsletter. And I'll show you how we can get the leads to the call center. And the deal I made with Omar was to pay me $7 for the newsletter that he sold for $29.95, and he kept the $23 profit. And he only had to pay me after he collected the $29.95. So imagine that. He collects $29.95, gives me $7, keeps $23. He collects $29.95, gives me $7, he keeps $23. So it's not like he had to buy inventory or anything. So with 1,000 people, Omar was making money. But the cool thing for me was I was making $7,000 per month just for licensing my newsletter. I mean, this was the easiest money I've ever made. He's doing all the work, he's making a lot of money, and I'm doing nothing because my newsletter is already made, and I'm making $7,000 a month. It's the easiest money I ever made. So I got this big idea. I started thinking, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm making $7,000 per month for doing nothing, and all I did was license my product to someone, and all of a sudden we're partners. He was making most of the money, and this was his own business. His life was changed, and I provided the means to monetize his free product, and I got him in with the call center, and boom, he started getting big checks, and his life was changed forever, and little old me was quietly making $7,000 per month for doing nothing. So I started to think, how can I go out and find more partners? Okay, so I'm a big thinker. I wanted to clone this idea. Not only clone partners, but I wanted to make it easy. I wanted to get partners that I could put in business, that I could make rich. They would make all the money, and I would take a very small licensing fee only when they made the money selling the newsletter. So in this model that I'm thinking, the franchise model, their success was my success. The better they did, the better I did. So I needed to make this like perfect. I needed to make this right, or I'd be wasting my time. And make it right, I did. Remember earlier I spoke to you about the franchise model. And remember I showed you how McDonald's just had the system and let others be partners, with them, etc., etc. Well, this works the same way. Watch. I created the next best thing. It's called the Licensed Reseller Program of the Profit Platform. So basically, guys, you become my partner. Your success, like Omar Martin, is my success. If I can get you to 1,000 people per month, I'll get you making $23,000 per month, and I make $7,000 per month. Okay, so what that means is, if I could find partners that were doing 100 recurring or even 1,000 recurring, I would only need 10 quality partners to do what I did with Omar and what he did so easily. And I would make $100,000 per month simply finding 10 partners. And I'd be making this month after month, making small amounts while my partners were making the larger amounts. So if one site owner was making $23,000 per month, I would make $7,000. So I just need 10 partners and I'll make my $70,000 per month. Talk about a win-win situation. Well, welcome to the Profit Platform. Okay guys, this is where it's going to get really exciting, so make sure you've got your eyes on the screen. Okay? The Profit Platform has 45 different sites for you to choose from that are plug and play ready, just like Omar Martin in a box. So I was excited about this. I wanted to find some partners, so I got hard to work to create 45 different products for you to choose one to go into business. So now you're just like me. You're just like Omar Martin. I created a technology that allows you to be in business in the next 30 minutes. In fact, in just 3 minutes, your site is ready. The other 30 minutes is you getting set up with, the partner distribution, but more on that later. My goal was to create something that was easy for you, but identical to my business model. See, in order to empower my licensed reseller partner, I had to build them a profit platform. Partners simply drive the traffic to generate the leads. We make the rest simple for them. It had to have all the following. It had to be a clone of my technology. In fact, it had to be the same exact technology that I use in my sites. And it had to be easy so I can get you up and running in 30 minutes. It needed to be professionally designed. And most of all, it needed to have the elements of the successful quadratic formula. So number one, my partners would have a quality product to give away. Number two, they could now sell my newsletter for $34.95 and keep $23 profit after paying the $11.95 cost. The licensing fee to me is $7 and production is $2.50. Shipping and handling is $4.95. So the partner keeps $23. Number three, it had to have a pre-made, high-converting upsell where they keep all the profits. And number four, for my partners, I needed to have an automated way to have their leads called by a quality call center when one sale would pay them $600 to $1,600 in their mailbox just for giving away a CD. 18 months later, it's done. So let me show you how this works. Here, you will start with your dashboard. In your dashboard, you can see all of your sites that are making you money. Each site is a money-making business. You can have one or you can have more than one business. The choice is up to you. The dashboard gives you all of the information you need to see for your sites. One-click log into your admin panel or your website, and for advanced marketers, you can get access to your cPanel and email and even FTP. You don't really even need to worry about that, trust me. We provide you with free hosting for life. The dashboard also has all of the training tutorials and support and website traffic courses and bonus materials all in one beautiful, easy to use graphic user interface and all in one place. So you also use the dashboard to build a new site in about 3 minutes flat, and instantly you have a new business and all you do is send the traffic. So let's take a look at how easy it is to build a site. I will do a live demo in a moment, but first let me walk you through with screenshots. Okay, so here's how my partners are up and running with a real money-making business. This is not a website, okay? This is a real money-making business, and here's how they're up and running in just one day. First, you choose from one of the 45 different websites from the products that I made for you. Pre-made products with graphics, inventory, the whole 9 yards. Number two, you buy a domain for about $10 at GoDaddy, and since I would provide my partner with free hosting, you simply give my server details at checkout. Now, we provide you all those details in the dashboard. Let's move on to number three. All right, number three, This is the complicated stuff. You simply enter your name and your email address. Step 4, you enter your PayPal email address so that you can get paid right to your PayPal account. This isn't something where you're an affiliate of mine. This is your own business. You collect the money. This is everything for you here. All right? And number 5, step 5, click a button and boom, your site is built instantly in just 5 easy steps. So let's take a look at what one of those sites would look like, and it would get built in, seriously guys, just 3 seconds once you hit that submit button. On the front end, you get a high converting website. Then they click the ship me the free CD and they get a high converting order page that puts people on to the newsletter where you're going to make $23 per month just for giving something away for free, the easiest money you've ever made. And this is optional continuity. If the customer wants to opt out of the cart for the newsletter, they can, and they still get one absolutely free. And remember, you break even and just gather the lead, and they still see your upsells and they still go to the call center. And it also, in the third column there, it builds you a very easy to use plug and play admin panel where you're like, here's my email address, and here's my PayPal email address. Very, very simple. Okay, so after you build the site, you go into your admin panel and you confirm if you want to use my high quality video or use your own. So if you want to use your own, I'll show you that in just a minute, where you use your flip video or your webcam or your iPhone video or whatever, and you record your own video, where you stand in front of a wall and say, hi, my name is, and I'd like to give you this for free, enter your details. In fact, we even give you the script where you can put it into a free teleprompter so that you could use it. But don't worry, you don't have to. I would recommend you use the high converting video that we made for you for each website that I hired a producer to produce the video and a voiceover talent to make the video. But, if you want to be famous, go right ahead, swap it out with your talking head video. No problem. Number 2, you plug in your AWeber user ID so you can mail your customers. Now, you can use One Shopping Cart, MailChimp, GetResponse, Imnica, ProSender, basically any third-party email service. Now you can mail from our admin panel, but most users like to port their leads over to a quality service like AWeber. So you simply drop down, select one, put your user ID that you get from AWeber, and you're done. Next step is number 3. You fill out a form and you fax a W-9 if you're in the US, so you can get paid on the back end from my partner call center up to $1,600 for just giving away one free CD. And you will see those checks coming in the mail. Trust me, I see them all the time. All right, and this is exciting stuff. Next, your upsell settings. Simply confirm your upsell. We made a high converting upsell for you. If you want to create your own, or go to the upsellnetwork.com and find another upsell that you like better or that starts converting better since the upsell network is growing, simply swap out that option just by clicking a little button. It's that simple. Next, we start the shipping price for you at $10. So you confirm that. If you want to move it up to $11 or $12 so you can profit, go right ahead. If you want to increase your conversions and move it down to $7.99 or whatever, simply change the price right there, and it dynamically changes on your website for you. That simple. Number 6, confirm the amount that you want to pay your affiliates per lead. So you're not paying commissions. This is what's called CPA, cost per action, or pay per lead. So you simply tell your affiliates, for every CD you give away, I'm going to pay you this. See, this is great when you know your metrics. You can make $75 per lead or more, as I showed you, and you pay people $10 to send you the lead. So you'll take as much traffic as you can get from affiliates. This was my secret. This is how I got my JVs to promote. Remember, I paid up to $50 a lead. But we set it at $10 for you. Now, affiliates love easy money, so they're going to love to promote giving away a CD for you where you can pay them $10 for every CD they give away, and you make $75 or more per lead. Number 7, you order your inventory. Or, you need a minimum 25 CDs from our partners at disc.com. Now, I don't know what they cost. I think they're about, let's say, $5 a CD or something like that. So you're looking at about $125 in inventory because, this is a real business. So when you start selling, you need inventory. Now, again, the cool thing is the deal I made with disc.com, is you don't have to buy 1,000 CDs or 2,000 CDs. This isn't some back-end program where we're making money selling inflated CDs. I use disc.com. They're giving it to you for the same rate that I pay, the same exact rate charts that I pay, and they'll get you started for only 25 CDs for your SKU. Little hint, the reason why is they have a lot of these CDs made up already, so they just take 25 of them, move them over, make a SKU up for you, and you're set to start selling. How cool is that? All right, and the final step is step number 8. You log into your PayPal account and you allow us to partner with you. That allows you to collect the money to your PayPal account at $29.95, and then you pay us the $7 and you net $23 per sale. And that's only after you collect the money. I'll explain a little bit about that in just a minute. Okay, but let me show you a real-time demo, because this is where it's just going to blow you away. This is really exciting. I'm about to show you how I'm going to build a site in about 3 minutes. Ready? Let's watch. Okay, here I am at the plugandplaysite.com for the Profit Platform. Now I'm going to log in with my credentials, and what you're looking at right now are 4 websites that I've previously built. One is called Auction Website Demo, and let me show that to you right now. This website sells video tutorials teaching people how to make money with eBay. And this website is designed to give the product away for free on a CD-ROM. What you're looking at right now is the free trial pre-checked for the newsletter. So let's go back to the admin dashboard and look at another product called Online Copywriting Pro. This is yet one more of the 45 different websites that we have. As you can see, very similar. It's an information product on a CD-ROM. When they go to the order page, same options. Let's close that and check out another one. Here's one for podcast profits. Again, information product given away on a CD-ROM. And let's check the last one of the 4 that I had pre-made. This one is called Build Your Own Squeeze Pages. You know, a lot of people are looking to learn how to make squeeze pages and landing pages. And again, this is just one of the 45 different websites we have on information marketing for internet marketing. Let's look at what the admin panels look like. As you can see, there are different settings. Here we have the PayPal settings where you would set your PayPal email address. What you're looking at here are the settings for the sales video. Now, we pre-made one for you, but you can change it if you want. Of course, you're going to need autoresponder integration. We've got all of the popular shopping carts, but in this case, we're using Aweber. Next is the Profit Center. This is where you integrate with the call center. So you're going to need to activate this. It's one of the most important steps you need to do inside the admin. And then you simply go down and tell us who to make the checks payable to and where to mail them. This is very important. You're also going to want to fill out this W-9 form and then fax it to the number that you see below. Next, you want to set up your upsell. Remember, with this first option at $97, you get to keep all the profits. Here's a preview of what this upsell looks like. This is one of my highest converting upsells, and you have the rights to use it. This is a very targeted offer for internet marketers and will do very well for you. I've also included an upsell for one of my products if you want to partner with me on it. This one sells for $497. You can also choose to use the Upsell Network. The Upsell Network has dozens and dozens of targeted upsells for internet marketing. And of course, you can design your own. But I'm going to check back the private label rights. Shipping price is where you can adjust the shipping and handling. And then finally, lead payout is where we have the built-in affiliate module. What's really cool about the lead payout is, remember, for every free CD you give away, you'll be making between $50 and $75. We preset it to $5, but here I am changing it to $10. By raising it to $10, I'll be able to get more JV partners because I can pay them $10 for every referral that they send me that takes a free CD. And finally is the fulfillment integration. This is very simple. We already worked this out with disc.com. So all you simply need to do is contact this phone number and ask to speak to Cindy. We've also included her email for you so you can communicate with her as well. When you contact her, you give her the SKU for your product. In this case, my SKU number is listed below for my eBay product. We've even included the graphic files for you in case you ever want to use a different fulfillment company. And of course, we provide lots of training for you in the Training Center module. Okay, so that's the 4 sites that I had already made, but let me build one for you live right now with a website called tweetsitedemo.com. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Profit Platform, and I'm going to see how many sites I have remaining, and I'm going to click Add a Site, and we're going to build a site live. So let me put in the name, tweetsitedemo.com. Now obviously I would never use the word demo in a domain name, but I'm doing it because this is a demo for you. The next step is to log into my Namecheap account or my GoDaddy account and set the name servers to these name server settings, because remember, at my company I'm going to provide you with free hosting for life. I simply click on Domain Name Server Setup, I put in the details that we said on the previous page, and I click Save Changes. That's all that's needed for that domain, and again it allows my company to provide free hosting for you for life. Now I need to set up an email address at tweetsitedemo.com, so we're going to use Mike at tweetsitedemo.com. I'm going to put in my name for my from emails for things like lost passwords, and now I get to choose from one of these 45 different sites. Now obviously I want to choose to select use the MDC monthly as the recurring product. And as you can also see, I have my own product and graphics. What that means is you can use your own product for this, but most people are going to want to use one of our 45 preset products. And obviously I'm going to choose the Twitter product because my website is called tweetsitedemo.com. Okay, now I scroll to the bottom and I click Process. Now watch this. In just about 3 seconds, my website is completely built. What it's doing right now is giving me access to my cPanel and my email accounts and my admin passwords, but I don't even have to worry about storing this. It was just emailed to me, but the best thing is it's all stored for me inside my account here in my dashboard at the Profit platform anytime I need it. So now let's go look at the site live. I'm going to just hit Enter, and there you can see it. tweetsitedemo.com is live and it's ready to take orders. If you go there right now, you'll actually see this website. The site was built instantly for us. Now there are some settings that we need to do. We need to go into the admin panel, and remember, it's one-click access to the admin panel. Now here it was before. I wanted to show you that it wasn't even live. We got an error page before. So now I go in, I click the link for my admin, and the password to the admin was given to me in my dashboard. So I'm just going to save it here in my 1Password. That's something that I use to store my passwords, and I'm going to hit Save. And here I am. I'm inside my admin panel. So let's take a look at the site again. Remember, we needed to change a couple of things. So let me show you an example of how that works with something like the shipping price. So let's scroll down. You see the shipping price is $10. Well, that, like many things, is dynamic in this website. So maybe I want to increase my conversions and lower my shipping and handling price down to $8. So I just hit Do Changes, and I go back to the website and I'm going to hit Refresh. Watch what happens to that $10. Did you see that? It went to $8, just like that. That's how simple it is. Now, of course, we need to put my actual PayPal email address in there so that I can actually take orders and make money. So I'm going to make it say paypal@mikefulsame.com and click Do Changes. And there you have it. My site is done and ready to take orders right now on the internet. You can go to tweetsitedemo.com and check it out. Check out this sales video.
You know, in the internet marketing niche, there are over
See, we hired a professional video company to create that marketing video for you, and we even hired a professional voiceover talent. That video is yours, and that video will work on any one of the 45 websites that you choose. And there you have it. That's how the Profit platform works. Okay, now I know you're excited, but I'm sure you have some questions. So before we go further, let me give you some facts about your Profit platform. Number one, you are a licensed reseller of my newsletter. You get an actual license and a certificate. You are a licensed reseller of my newsletter. Number two, you get a website built in minutes with my exclusive Instant Partner technology. Number three, you choose one of the 45 quality information products. And yes, you can choose more if you want to. The products are all complete with design and ready at the fulfillment company. You don't need to do anything. You saw that in the video. They are quality information products that teach on that whatever particular subject that you decide to go in when you choose which site, and they teach in screencast video tutorials. And they are all $47 value, and you will be giving them away for free, and they will be flying off the shelf. Let me show you what some of these sites look like. Here's an example. One is a Twitter product. One is a product launch product. On the bottom here, you're seeing podcast profits, celebrity blogging, affiliate system explosion, one-time offer secrets, build your own squeeze page. That's a good one. Go high ticket, how to create a back-end product. Okay, let's move on, look at some more. Copywriting Pro. This is a great course. I actually went through it myself. Great tips. People are going to be looking for this information, find you in the search engines or advertising or through your JV partners, and they're just going to be like, what? I can get this for free? And boom, buyer's trance, add to cart, pay monthly for this cool newsletter. Really cool stuff. How to freelance, how to make money selling on eBay, promo video secrets, responsive email marketing, outsourcing, free product guides on how to do outsourcing and building an outsourcing traffic department. In fact, you might even want some of these products, right? List building, the sales video formula, outsource synergy, ClickBank review blogging. Okay, so I think you get the picture. All right, so there's 45. That was just an example. Okay, so let's see how all this ties in with the quadratic formula. Remember I said it had to tie in. So number one, your site is ready to take orders once you order your minimum inventory. It's that simple. Now, this is a real business and you get real customers and they're your customers. You process the orders. The fulfillment company automatically ships the orders for you. You don't do anything. It's all taken care of with the website, the technology, and the fulfillment company. You process all the money and you collect all of the money for the newsletter at no risk to you. You collect $34.95, and after all the costs and everything and the $7 to me, you keep $23 profit. Now in the next slide, I'm going to show you a little bit more about this newsletter for the continuity, but first I want to tell you the problem that most marketers face when trying to create a continuity program is being able to come up with fresh, interesting, and appealing content month after month and finding the time to do it. I mean, think about it. Getting 3 months worth of content is something most of us, can do, but all of a sudden, as soon as you're done, you've got to get content for the next month. And, we're talking what needs to satisfy people is 34 pages of content. So, I mean, after all, your customers are paying, so they don't want it to be late. And heck, for most of us, making a blog post 1 to 2 times per month is tough with all that we have going on. We're running a business, and some of us have other things going on in our life too. Maybe even a job for some people, or just being a parent, or going to school or office or whatever. So the worst thing you can imagine, and I've seen it happen many times, is having to kill your recurring billing and stop charging people because you run 60 or 90 days behind and you can't create a newsletter that you've promised people. See, with our newsletter, we take the time to write the best marketing newsletter on the planet. Trust me, it is. And you can be really proud to stand behind it, and you don't have to do anything. It's all hands off. All right, so step number 2 in the quadratic formula is you need a newsletter or some type of continuity. So what you're looking at here are some screen covers of the last 10 MDC monthly newsletters that go out. Now, the MDC monthly newsletter is 34 pages and made by my team, and the full color newsletter is made every month. It's made several months in advance, and you don't really have to do anything. Okay, it has articles from me, Onyx Singal, Stephen Pierce, Robert Putty, George Brown, and many, many more. All right, so let me show you a sample of what one of these newsletters look like. This is a front cover and a back cover that you're seeing. Inside cover, table of contents, editor's note by me. All right, we have great articles laid out very well. Here's one by Mike Young, internet attorney. There's my article there. Omar Martin, blog traffic made easy. Here's something that you're seeing has a blue karate icon in the top left corner. That means this is for intermediate people. If I go back, you see the green means that it's for beginners. And so when it turns red, that means it's for experts. So you can find out where you are in your stage, or where the reader is in their stage. They know if it's beginner, intermediate, or expert. As you can see here, here's an article from Onyx Singal that's written for an expert marketer. Step 3 is we have a high converting upsell path for you. And it's built right into your site. As soon as you hit the build button, 3 seconds later, it's live and you keep 100% of the profits. It has instant fulfillment on the website because they're digital products. And remember, this is all your cash flow. This is where your instant money comes in. Finally, step 4, a high ticket quality back-end product. Now, we set you up with a call center. Your customer leads are automatically sent to the call center. Every person that takes your free offer and pays the shipping and handling is sent real time to the call center. With our technology, there is nothing that you need to do. And the call center will offer personal one-on-one mentoring. And the price is based on how much time the customer wants to buy. And you will receive checks in the mail for $500 to $1,600. This is the most exciting part of the business. You see, when I first started out, I reached out to some call centers because I knew that's what allowed you to make the larger profits. But every time I went to work with them, they said, look, Mike, unless you can guarantee 500 paid customers a month, we can't work with you. So I suffered the chance to be profitable because I simply did not have the volume. They only work with the big movers, and it makes sense, for them to train their staff. They need a steady lead flow for all these different types of products out there. So I did the stupid thing. I tried to create my own call center, and I got a second office, and I signed a lease, and I got furniture, and I hired staff, and I trained them. And then I had to do fulfillment. It was honestly the worst business decision of my career. And I wasted 18 months of my time, and I blew through over $200,000 of my money. So look, I just closed it down. But finally, my business started doing well, and I was able to start to work with a quality call center. So now, every day, I open up my mail, and I see checks for $500 to $1,600. And I don't do anything to get this money. My technology automatically sends the customer lead data to the call center, and the checks just show up in the mail. Some days I have so many checks they total over $10,000, and this is great. All I am doing is giving stuff away for free, and people pay the $7.99 shipping and handling, and the leads are sent to the call center. And in just days, they call the customer to offer mentoring, and I open my mailbox and smile because someone that asked for a free CD and paid $8 was then called and wanted coaching. Do you see why this is the best business out there? You don't have to do anything other than give stuff away for free and let your partners and distribution channels make you the money. And now I have such a good relationship with the call centers that I took the best one and I created a company with them and a partnership with them, and I have a legal business now with them. So what that means is you don't have to do 500 sales a month. You can do 25 or 50 or 100, and they'll take your leads. And remember, at 100 sales a month, you have a $10,000 a month business only because of the call center. So you get your leads to them on your very first customer. And if it takes you 2 weeks before you get another one, your lead volume is never an issue. You're in business from day one. Now let me go over some cool features of the Profit Platform. It has a built-in shopping cart and reporting to allow you to take orders via PayPal. And yes, you need to have a PayPal account in order to make this work, because so there'll be a phone number if you don't where you can contact us, and we'll show you how to work that out, but you have to have a PayPal account. All right, and that's the only restriction. Next, you get your money on the spot and transfer it right into your checking account, or you can use a debit card that PayPal gives you, or you can do both. So you don't have to wait for your money. It's your business. It has a full-featured admin panel, so you could search for your customers. It integrates with Aweber and all the others to allow you to email your members and earn affiliate commissions on top of everything else. Okay. It has a built-in affiliate module, just like my site, so you can get affiliates to promote for you. Your site is built using the Butterfly marketing engine, and trust me, that's how I built my business, and many other marketers have as well. And that means it turns your customers into affiliates. Okay, and it gives every person that joins your site or requests a free CD, your customers now get a link to promote your site. So your sites go viral. All right, you average about $75 a lead, and you pay out $10 per lead with our built-in pay per lead affiliate module. This is included with every site you build. Your site will go viral once you get your first customer for a free product. They will be given a link to get you more referrals, and so on and so on and so on. Now, we call this the franchise model. So how does this relate? Let's recap the reasons for success. Okay, franchises have a quality product the market wants with a proven, tested track record. Now you do. Franchises use proper tools and equipment to be effective. Now you will. Franchises have technology made easy and customized for their exact business model. Now you have that. Franchises have a proven no-fail marketing strategy. Now, with the quadratic formula, you also do. And most important, a proven easy-to-duplicate system. Now you do too. There's a few more things. Now remember, franchise models have to be easy to implement. Processes so easy a 14-year-old can understand and follow through to perfect success every time at every location all around the world. With mine, I showed you how you can build a site in just minutes. Consistency. A good product made with a focus on quality standard. Well, we create the quality product for you and the quality content every month so you can focus on your marketing. A monetization strategy is needed for a franchise model. Well, a tested, proven front-end products with additional products to upsell and cross-sell to allow maximum profits, understanding core metrics. Remember? Well, I proved to you how the quadratic formula has worked every time without fail, no exceptions, and this is the same exact system I use, and now it's yours. Franchise model integrate with suppliers. They work with quality partners and distribution outlets to synchronize the end product for the consumer, and they focus on the profits. Now, you work with us for the newsletter, disc.com for fulfillment, and my partner call center for maximum back-end profits. And branding. Franchises use branding to gain trust and loyalty, which allows customers to buy with confidence and become repeat raving fans. You're now working with MikeFullSame.com Inc., that brand. You are a licensed reseller of our MDC monthly newsletter. And now you have an unfair advantage right out of the gate. Okay, so I want to talk to you about the opportunity. Okay, I'm looking for partners. Here's what you get as a licensed reseller. Okay, I'm looking for people to partner with me to run a business like I run. I want to offer you the same opportunity I did with Omar Martin that made him wealthy. You will have the rights to resell my newsletter and collect the money. The fulfillment is automated. You collect $34.95 and pay me the production cost of $250 and the license fee of $7, and you profit $23 after the shipping cost. You only pay me per unit after you collect the money. You keep all the profits from the upsell, and this is done automatically as part of the process, and you share nothing with me. Now, the partnership I made with the call center, they will call the leads for you. The checks you get are yours to keep, and you don't have to send any of that money to me when you get it. This is your business. So what that means is you own the domain and you keep it for life. This is not a franchise. Once you have a license, you own it for life. I provide you with free hosting for life. You have no minimum sales that you have to make. You have no annual fee, and since this is not a franchise, you have no franchise fees. It's simply a franchise model. You keep all of the profits other than the per unit license fee of $7, and you only pay that to me after you make the sale. You have your own account with disc.com, and it's all managed in your dashboard, hands off. You have a lifetime relationship with the call center. You keep all of the profits from the upsell. You can sell the sites if you want, as this is your own business. The buyer only has to pay us a licensing fee, and you can see our terms of service in the members area for that. There's a few more things you want to know. You don't need any technical skills. It is all done for you. You saw that. Everything. Fact. Anyone that was able to watch this webinar today has what is needed to have the same success as Omar Martin. This franchise model and the quadratic formula works better in the current economy as people are looking for ways to make money online, and you're offering it to them for free. You don't need a product or an existing business. This is just that. You own a product now, and it's your business. You don't need to be an expert. These products are already done. You give it away for free, and the customer gets the CD automatically shipped in the mail, and they also get instant access to it streaming in your pre-made members area with your website business. I even pay the hosting for the streaming videos for you. And they get it in the mail and instant access. This is just like the way I do it. Remember, we do it all for you. Okay, this next one is important. This webinar that you're watching, this is a limited event. I am only looking for a select number of partners, and that is why this webinar was for just these days, this week. So you are fortunate to be on this webinar because others will not have the chance that you have. Once this webinar is over, so too is this chance. A couple of more things I want to let you know that are important, and then I'm going to let you know how you can get started. Okay? You don't have to quit your full-time job. You can do this part-time with just a few hours per week. Now, obviously, the more time you put in, the more money you can make, of course. This doesn't have to be your only business. If you're passionate about other types of marketing, let this be the profit center you need to fund the other stuff that you also enjoy. Now, you can have more than just one of these businesses. If you wish to have multiple sites, you can, and you make more money. The choice is up to you. This business can run on autopilot. So even if you don't want to run your own business, it contains many set and forget features. Once you automate the traffic, the rest is taken care of with, just a few hours per week. Think about it. I run my business with many different things going on in my business, and these models are just set and forget for me. Okay, now even though it does not cost much at all to get started, you can start seeing profits right away. This is a fast start and turnkey business, and I made it that way so that we can both make money right out of the gate. You don't need to hire anyone or have any staff. This is all set up to run itself with minimal attention by you other than supplying the marketing and the traffic. Other business types are hard and flawed. This is the one business that gives you an unfair advantage. You've seen that. Your success is my success, so I have a vested interest in your success. You won't need to buy anything else to make this work. Not hosting, nothing. Okay? You may want an autoresponder for $19 a month, but any marketer needs that, and if you have one already, you don't need a new one. It'll work with this one. After you buy your license today, all you will need to do is buy a $10 domain name. All right, here is a surprise update that I made for today's webinar. This was never on any of the previous webinars. You no longer have to buy any inventory. So remember where I said you needed to get an account with disc.com? Well, you no longer need to do that. As of today, from now on, my company will pay to store all of the inventory. My company will ship the products for you. You don't have to work with disc.com. It's all automated now. You just sell and I will handle the upfront inventory costs and the fulfillment. After you collect the money, the software will pay me the licensing fee and reimburse me for the inventory and the shipping. It's the same cost to you, only easier because you don't have to buy inventory. You pay one product at a time and you only pay after you make a sale. So this is less money for you to get started and even less risk. Some partners have asked for this and I just made this live, so now it's even easier and less expensive for you. But having a business that is ready to make you money is not going to make you money unless you have people at your website, right? You need traffic. So before I get to the cost, I want to go over some cool things for you as well. This profit platform comes with the traffic course package. We're going to get you traffic to your website. We give you traffic course package number 1. It's how you can get traffic from Facebook. We're going to give you access to the Facebook ad formula. This is a course that was part of my affiliate.com program. It is a Facebook product that will be sold by me and Brian Bagnall in the coming months. Brian makes his full-time income with getting traffic from Facebook. Once you have access to this, you will be able to get visitors to your website the same day. With your high DPL, you will be making profits the same day as well. This is another course out of my affiliate.com program. This course teaches you in one day how to get people to land on your sites for pennies per click. And trust me when I tell you, people are looking for these products. Again, with your high visitor value, you can spend a few pennies on clicks and make profit from every visitor that lands on your site. Now, people have paid to get access to just this, and you get it as part of your license. Remember, your success is my success, so I'm doing what I can to make you make several sales a day. Makes sense, right? Okay, number 3, all traffic other than Google. Here's another program right out of my affiliate.com program. This is called the No Slap Traffic System. This teaches you how to do traffic buys from every source other than Google. And some people find Google a bit hard. So if that's you, you will love this. You go to these sites, choose a target that matches your product, write an ad, fund the account, and get visitors. And with your high visitor rates, targeted traffic will convert well and make you hundreds of dollars a day in sales. Remember, you only need to give away 2 to 3 CDs to make a few $100s a day. All right, number 4, Leslie Rohde. This was also part of an exclusive content from my affiliate.com coaching program. Remember, people paid $2,000 to be in this program. All right, Leslie Rohde is one of the leading search engine specialists in the world. He will teach you free traffic methods. So if you don't want to buy traffic, use this, that you can use to get content ranked in the search engines that will drive traffic to your money site, these sites. This method is so step-by-step easy. All you have to do is follow it, and very soon you'll start seeing results. And with the power of free, your website will start making you money as soon as the visitors arrive. And just one of these people may end up as a check in your mailbox from the call center where you get paid $1,600 commission. All right? So now let's get to the cost. As I said, you're probably wondering what the investment price is. Okay, now look, it's very important that we're very, very clear on this. I've said it a few times and I'm sure I'll say it again. Your success is my success. So the good news is this is not going to cost you anything like you would pay for a Subway franchise or a McDonald's franchise. And those aren't even risk-free like this is. They don't offer refunds or guarantees. I do because I'm looking for a partner. I'm not looking to make a sale. Now, a franchise costs about $250,000 to $500,000, and you need to have a lot of that cash liquid, as well as good credit. And, well, okay, you get the picture. Why do people pay so much for a franchise? Well, because you have a near 100% success rate. Look at it this way. If you were to go into the deli business, not knowing anything about the deli business in the next 24 hours, how would you rate your chances of still being in business in 1 year from now? Excellent, good, fair, or without a doubt broke and out of business? Well, if you're like me, the last one, broke and out of business. But if you were given a turnkey system and training for, let's say, a Subway franchise, and they taught you how thin to slice the tomatoes and all that system stuff, how would you rate your chances of success now? Well, if you're like me, I bet you would say excellent, and you would also be very profitable. You see, that is what this opportunity is all about. As I said before, most marketers fail and will fail, and you will fail because marketers don't have a system or a quality product or the right technology or a website designed for conversion, a back-end profit, or a good brand. Well, now you do, and now you have an unfair advantage. That is why I'm looking for partners. Like a franchise, your success is my success. The fact of the matter is, I am only one distribution channel, and I have several other businesses I'm trying to run. So when Omar Martin made $23,000 and I made $7,000, I said, I need more Omar Martin. So I'm sure you know I'm not going to be pricing this at $250,000. But if I did, and your business made $250,000 each and every year, would I be wrong to ask for that? No, not at all. It would just be a matter of affordability. But no, the price is not $250,000. Now, you are probably expecting this licensed reseller program and access to the Profit platform to be $5,000. And if you guessed that price, you were right. I say were right because that was the price I sold this for at a live event. And it was the best seller at that event, by the way, and I'm sure you can see why. But I did some math, and look, I realized it's not in my best interest. It focuses on short-term profits and not long-term wealth. Again, I'm not looking to make a sale. I'm not looking to make money selling this. I'm looking to make my money as you make your money. Remember, for every $23 you make, I make $7. So when you make $2,300, I make $700. And God willing, you make $23,000 in a month, I'll make $7,000. And if that's every month, it's every month for both of us. So I would be penny wise and dollar foolish to price this where you can't afford it, because then not only do you not buy it, but you don't make money for us, and in the long run, we both lose. I can't stress this enough. I have a vested interest in your success. That is why we have such good training videos to teach you how to get traffic to your site. I teach you both free and paid methods, and every new customer is very profitable. It is a win-win situation for you and for me. For this to work for me, I had to make you the best converting site with the best technology and the best designs. And I spent a small fortune getting it to this point. I mean, it was a great idea and I made it. And we are here and this is good stuff. And I made professional videos for your marketing, and I hired a video producer to make the sales video, and I even hired a voice actor. And I cut deals with Dis.com and formed a legal partnership with a call center. And finally, it has all come to plan, and now the time is yours to finally have your own business, a real business, one that is exactly like mine. Just like Omar Martin was blown away with success, so too will you. Look, there are over 5 million people looking for this information. I can't reach them all, but together we can reach a lot of them and make money together. So the price is just right to get serious partners. That's all. Yet it's affordable to anyone. In fact, as you will see on the next page, you can get 5 sites for just one payment today of just $389. So let's look at the licensing cost. A one-site license for the Profit platform and to become a licensed reseller is a one-time payment of $997. Now, there's no payment plan on the one-site license. Now, if you want a multi-site license, you get 5 sites, and that price is $1,997. And the multi-site license comes with a payment plan option. And that payment plan option is just 6 easy payments of $389. One today, and then one for the next 5 months. That's simple. All right, and at this $2,000 price compared to the $1,000 site license above, you're saving $3,000. Now, finally, we have an unlimited site license. You get all 45 of our sites, and if we add more, you get those for free. Now, that option is still $1,997. So if you pay in full, you get 45 sites. So I'm going to recap that for you. If you want to get started today with just one business, it's $997, and you can buy each new business for $997. If you want our 5-site license, you can go at the $1,997 option with the payment plan of just $389. So for $389, you're in business today, and you can build 5 businesses. And if you want to pay in full, you get the unlimited site license. You pay $1,997. And you're in business, and you get to build 45 businesses and never pay anything else after that. All right, so the only thing you need to do now is get started. So to get started, go to onedaysale.com. Just open up a new browser and just go to onedaysale.com. Now remember, this is very limited. There's a very limited number of licenses available. This offer is only guaranteed for the next 48 hours, and the multi-site license and the unlimited site options are good for today only. Okay, so if you want to get started, open up a new browser window and get started right now. Just go to www.onedaysale.com, and it's a number 1, not spelled out. All right, so I just also want to let you know that this comes with a 100% money back guarantee for 30 days. So if for any reason you're not happy, you can get your money back within 30 days. Just simply contact us. No monkey business, no questions asked. We refund your money. So as you can see, there's no risk to you. You get started with your own business. You can start making money. 100 customers, you get the deal. I'll go over a little bit more of that. So let me bring back this slide up for you here. You can get started today for just $997 for a one-site license. $1,997 gets you all 45 sites. And if you want to go with the payment plan at $389 times 6, you can get a multi-site 5-site license. Now remember, you can get started today for just $389, and you can build a site by this afternoon or tomorrow morning or later this evening, depending on where you are in the world, and you can be in business by tomorrow. And there are no monthly fees, there are no ongoing royalty or franchise fees because it's not a franchise, and no ongoing licensing fees. It is a one and done, and you own it for life. Remember, for just one lead that goes to the call center, you could get a $1,600 check and you have your investment back right there. And remember, half the people that request a free CD will go on the newsletter where you make $23 a month. And if you give away 100 CDs where they keep the newsletter, just that is $2,300 a month, every single month. Now, you can do the math if it was 1,000 in just this year. And if you're bad at math, that is $23,000 a month. Okay? Now, you will make an average of about $75 for every CD that you give away for free when the customer pays just the shipping and handling. So it will be easy to get this going right away. And again, you get started today for just $389 to have a 5-site license, 5 businesses, and I'm giving you a 30-day money-back guarantee with no questions asked. So, you know, there's really no risk here. And you can also get started on the traffic courses as soon as your payment is made and complete. You will build your business in 5 minutes And then in about 1 hour, you will have enough knowledge to get traffic to your website. Remember, you keep $23 profit for every $29.95 newsletter. You keep all the profit on the upsells that are pre-made for you. You also get to keep the checks that come to you in the mail, and you don't have to pay us any royalty or give me any money of that. Okay? Just think about how it will feel a few times a month when you open up your mailbox on top of the other money that you're making, and you see a check with your name on it for $500 or $1,000 or $1,600. You see, this is your own business, and time is running out. We're just about done with this webinar. We're less than a minute away here. So you need to go to onedaysale.com now and get started. A 5-site license is just $389 with your first payment today. And time is running out. As this webinar is over, you don't have much time to buy. So order now with no risk and have your own business and website up and running in the next few minutes. I hope you're excited because I'm excited for you. This is the end of the webinar, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you as my partner. If you have any questions, our contact information is on the order page at onedaysale.com. Now, there's also an FAQ and a breakdown of what you get at that page, so get started now. You've seen what it does, guys. This was a great informative webinar. You've learned a lot, but take advantage of this, all right? So take care. Have a great day. Make sure to go to that URL at onedaysale.com because the webinar is now over. Okay, as promised, here is your special bonus. This is complete access to all 14 videos of Module 1 of Affiliate.com Home Study. This is over 2 hours of content, and it's yours, so write down this URL because it won't be here long. Ready? www.specialwebinarbonus.com. That's www.specialwebinarbonus.com. You can register there to get access. Again, go to www.specialwebinarbonus.com. Okay, guys, so this is the end of the webinar. I am about to close this down right now, so please go to onedaysale.com and get started with your 1-site license or your multi-site license or your 45-site license. I would highly recommend going with the $389 payment and getting your 5 sites. All right, and if you've got the money, then pay up front for $19.97. I mean, this is like, a $45,000 value savings that you're getting. $19.97, you get all 45 sites, and if we ever add more, you get it. All right, guys, remember, 100%, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Go to onedaysale.com, become my partner. Let's make money together. You become an Omar Martin, and I'll see you on the other side, and you will have your site up and running, I guarantee you, in 20 minutes after you click go to onedaysale.com or click the Add to Cart button if there's one below this webinar video, and just get started right now, and let's start making money together. Thank you very much.